Hey, so this is Denise, Petra's sister with Christopher Anthony's Premium Raw Virgin Hair. And I did a thing. I got a sew-in of raw Indonesian curly with a frontal. It is my first time with a frontal. I have no idea what I'm doing. But what I wanted to do is, maybe once a week, just come to you guys and show you my journey. We don't have any pictures of the raw Indonesian curly on the site and well, in someone's hair. Petra tried it, but she did that dip dye bleach thing and bleached all the curls out. So anyway, I wanted us to be able to have some pictures, and I wanted to experience it for myself, to be able to answer some of the questions that you guys have sometimes about raw hair, about raw Indonesian hair. It will be an experience for all of us. So what I did last night, I got this sew-in yesterday. I have a few videos from getting the sew-in that I will probably share before I share this one, so you would have seen those already. So what I'm going to do right now, last night I braided it, and so today I'm going to take it out, and the hairstylist recommended that I use just water. I'm not supposed to wash my hair, which for me is weird because I wet my hair every single day. So that'll be different. But I'm going to use water with a little bit of conditioner that I have, some Pantene Pro V something or another. And I'm going to just spray the hair with that to, just keep it moisturized and get my curls back. But I'm gonna take all the braids out first, and that might take a while. Maybe I should have started this video later, because who wants to hang out with me while I take my braids out? So this has been, so far it's only been a day, but it's been an interesting experience. First, it was an experience just finding a stylist, and as it turned out, I went on Style Seat and put in distance, which I hadn't done previously. Previously, I was just looking for a stylist to install a sew-in. But I put distance, and it turns out there's a stylist 3 minutes from my house, and I mean walking. She's around the corner from me. And I had seen the shop before, but I don't know what I thought. Anyway, so I went there, and it was a good experience. She, is really nice. Her name's Keisha Barber. And I had a good experience at the salon. The braids do not itch. I know some people complain that their braids itch the minute they get the sew-in. I knock on wood, I don't have any around. Okay, knock on drywall. I haven't had any itching at all. The only thing I've had is that with the closure, they glue it down and all that, and they do it really tight. So that hurts a little bit on the sides. I don't know if that's normal. I gotta ask Petra. And what else? My last sew-in, which was that raw Indian body wave, was it was horrible. I cried just about every day. If you see any pictures of me in that hair, and I looked like I was smiling, I was probably grimacing because I was in pain. The person who did it, I have very long hair, and she braided all the hair to the back, and then she pinned it all up in a cap of some sort, and then sewed it all together. And every day I was in pain. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't concentrate. It was always itching. It itched a lot, and I couldn't get to, it was just a terrible experience. And so that was over a year ago, and I have been leery of getting another sew-in because of that experience. So anyway, I'm going to an event in June, and I'm going on a cruise after that in late June. And when I go on cruises, for some reason my hair dries out, my natural hair. and it's unmanageable. You know, I have to spend, like, instead of spending the day on the boat hanging out and getting drunk and all that and socializing, I'm in the room with a cap on with conditioner in my hair and water so that I can look decent for, you know, that fancy dress-up night that they have. Okay, so I have sprayed the whole thing, and now I think I'm gonna brush it with this Easy Detangler brush. I know Petra uses a Denman brush, but I have never owned one. So I'm gonna use this guy, and we will see how it turns out. Huh, no shedding. I am looking for things that we say about the hair to be true. And I'm also looking for things that we may have had as customer complaints to see if those are true, because, you know, we want to do the right thing by you guys. You're paying good money for the hair, right? And it is quality premium hair. We paid good money for it. And so we want to make sure that that's what we're giving you is, you know, quality stuff. So that is the other part of my experiment. You know, I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know if that's, I've never had a frontal before. I don't know if that's normal, if there's something I'm supposed to do about it. I did not let them bleach the knots because she wet the frontal and then brought it to me and said, look at this, you know, it's kind of tangly or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so let's untangle it. I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm getting ready to bleach the knots. And, you know, Petra does not bleach her knots. So I said, don't bleach the knots. But I think because they put a cap under that, I don't know if I like how it looks. Okay, so next time I may go ahead and let them bleach the knots. So that is not as curly as I want it. I'm gonna wet it a little more. Okay, maybe crimp it a little bit. It's a lot of hair, man. Oh, we'll see how that turns out. I may change this part that's in it and put it elsewhere. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Anyway, so that's that. And that's how the raw Indonesian curly looks. But I think I need to get a little curlier, don't you? Anyway, I will see you next time as we go on this raw Indonesian curly journey together, and this whole frontal and all this, you know, this is all new for me. So I will see you next time. Let me show you the back. Yeah, that's that. See you soon. Okay, so I didn't like how the hair looked when I used the Easy Detangler, so I found this brush. I don't know what this brush is. I've had it for years. It's kind of a wire brush. I guess maybe it's like a Denman brush. I don't know. Anyway, so I brushed the hair with this brush instead, and I like it much better now, don't you? I feel like there's a lot more curl definition going on. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it just looks a lot better. So I sprayed a lot more water. I think I was a little chintzy with the water the first time, and I tried to do my part over. I'm learning, so I'm not a pro yet. By the end of these, I think I'll do this for like maybe 30 days. Like once a week, I'll, you know, talk about how the hair is going. So at the end of that period of time, I hope to be a pro, right? Anyway, see ya, take care.